Alright guys, so our third main topic here today brings us into the DC universe and back into a Wonder Woman topic in particular because Patty Jenkins was recently gave some little minor update on the proposed like spin-off movie that she actually had planned in the Wonder Woman franchise. So it came out like a while ago that she was like working on one that she was going to be filming the spin-off that there's still not a whole lot of details really known about it, but she was going to film a spin-off before Wonder Woman 3, and that was pretty much the extent of the news that came out. And she was speaking more about it today and just dropped a little bit more information that was kind of interesting in a lot of ways. Because she mentioned that not only would it kind of tie in to the events of like Wonder Woman 84, the upcoming one that's coming out to HBO Max and theaters on December 25th, but she mentioned it's going to be like taking place kind of in between the end of Wonder Woman 1, and then events would carry on, like events that are occurring in Wonder Woman 84 would kind of be happening in it, but then it would also lead in to Wonder Woman 3, which that's interesting. This says they're going to be telling the story, kind of jumping through, I don't know, almost 3 timelines at that point. Because normally you'd think, okay, it's going to be a prequel and lead into the second one or whatever. But the fact that they're going to have this kind of tie into like all 3 movies in a lot of ways and be like a segue into, from one to another, I find kind of interesting. We still don't have a whole lot of information on the who, what, whens, and wheres. But I don't know. I trust in Patty Jenkins. I'm excited. I'm excited to see where Wonder Woman 84 is going. Normally, a lot of times when like studios and everything just put stuff straight on a streaming service or something, it sometimes is worrisome because a lot of times it means they don't have a lot of confidence in it. But I think I'm gonna just go out on a limb and say that it's going on HBO Max pretty much because of the pandemic and everything, more so than anything. Um, because I have no reason to doubt Patty Jenkins at this point. I love the first Wonder Woman, and I mean she did Monster before that. She's a phenomenal director, so I imagine Wonder Woman 84 is going to be good. I mean, it's got Pedro Pascal in it, who everybody loves right now because of Mandalorian,
True.
and it also has Kristen Wiig playing Cheetah, which I think some people are kind of tempered by the look of Cheetah, at least the CG of Cheetah, because I was actually happy they went with the whole Minerva Cheetah. Like that's what I wanted them to do. I didn't want them to like, I don't know, not go all in on that. You know how like a lot of these movies
They literally made her like a cheetah woman.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the approach.
Which is what that's the curse. That's it's supposed to happen. Yeah.
Not like a lady in a costume. It's like
and like, but with a lot of times with these kind of movies, especially back in the day, they wouldn't go all in on these things. Like they just like, well, we can't just make them a cheetah person, and they just.
Well, they didn't really have the technology, I feel like, to do that either back in the day.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of a good example of like something recently where they just kind of.
I mean, a good example that is the Fantastic Four movies that we talked about a few weeks ago, where they didn't do Galactus as the Galactus from the comic books. They did that stupid diarrhea cloud of whatever.
Instead of like a giant guy.
And you lose the entire impression that giant character, that giant evil villain gives off when you start messing with their look and their design and their motivations and stuff. And so there's a reason these characters have endured for 60, 80, 90, 100 years. So,
yeah. So that's I don't know. I'm excited for it. I hope it's better than what the CG, because I will say, even in some of those trailers, the CG did look pretty spotty for Cheetah.
I did see that.
Yeah. Maybe it's just the frame rate, everything. I don't know. We'll see. Because a lot of times the shots in the trailers always aren't finished shots, and then if it's supposed to be 60 hertz or 60 frames per second in that shot, maybe it was only 30. Who knows? Yep. Even though movies are normally shot in 25 frames per second. I'm just trying to be optimistic here. Maybe it was just unfinished. I don't know.
It's possible.
Yeah. So we'll just have to wait and see. And at least we'll all be able to find out, pretty damn soon here. This in Christmas at this point. It's only a month away, and it's going to be on HBO Max. So Are you guys gonna go out to the theaters to try to see Wonder Woman 84? You just gonna? You guys even have HBO Max? Am I the only one right now?
No, I
No, I've
don't.
got it.
You got it? I'm just gonna. I'm
Yeah.
personally, especially since I got that new TV, I'm actually looking forward to just watching it on HBO Max. So I'm looking forward to being able to
I'll
stay safe and watch it.
I don't think I'm
Honestly.
going to march out to
I'll
the
be at the
theater.
theater. I'll be at the theater. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna be strategic about it. I'm gonna look for probably a matinee showing during the week when other people are at work, and I'm gonna look
Yeah.
for the one that doesn't have a lot of people in the theater. They make sure everybody's spaced out far enough. With being able to order your tickets online and be able to select your own
Right.
seats. I mean, I can hop on 45 minutes for a showing and kind of get a good impression of how many people are actually going to be at that showing, and where the good seats are, and whether or not it
That's a
looks
good point.
doable. So I'm probably that's my plan as of right now. Now things may get worse, and we may get to that date, and I may be like, screw it, come on HBO Max, let's go. But we'll see.
Yeah, I'm with you. That was what I was gonna say too. With I remember back when I was debating on going and seeing Tenet, which I haven't, and I'll be able to watch it on my new TV here in like 2 weeks. So
That you and that
I'm
new
looking forward to that.
TV.
I just got it, dude.
I helped you
about
set it up.
I
It's heavy. It was
This was
big.
just 3 hours ago, man.
Yeah.
Okay. All I've gotten to do was the first thing that we did watch. No, I didn't really watch too much. I was making food during the process, but the Mando episode where we watched that. But then obviously I went straight for the portal scene in Endgame. So
That didn't look bad. It didn't.
it looks great, dude. And that honestly,
Bad. It wasn't.
It looked great, despite I didn't actually have the 4K disc for it. I just streamed it off of Disney
Oh,
Plus,
okay.
Yeah.
and it still looked great. Like
Yeah.
I actually don't have.
It's all right.
It looked good, dude. It looked clean.
You can borrow
Clean.
my 4K disc of it.
Oh, I got one. I ordered it. Like
Okay.
I spent $10 on it because, like I said, like I stopped kind of like I never had the an OLED TV to really watch it on. But I have like the 4K player. I used to buy everything on 4K, but then it just got to the point where like everything I have all the streaming services essentially now. It's just like
Sure.
I
Convenience.
just it's convenience, and I really wasn't getting much out of it not having an OLED TV. In all honesty, I just had a regular 65-inch run-of-the-mill 4K TV, which is barely 1080p upscaled when you're looking at it. You know what I mean? That's when you don't have an OLED, you're not really living as far as that goes. Like it's like don't even bother. It's not the same thing. Like you're not going to be missing out if you just stream it at that point. Like in all reality, but yeah. But as soon as I ordered that, I was like, this is also a good time to order 4Ks because they're all like $15-20 off. So fun fact for everybody: if you don't have like The Dark Knight on 4K and like that whole franchise, they're like $10 a piece right now, each one.
It's
So
not bad.
then like Joker with Joaquin was only $8, like marked down a hell of a lot. I almost got Rick. You'd be interested in this. I just didn't feel like spending the money on it because I just spent a lot of money on that damn TV. But they had the Skywalker Saga Collector's Edition in all 4K.
That's cool.
And it was
Yeah.
marked down like I think it was like $50 or $100 off, but it was still $200.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'll tell you what though, I would have.
Is that episodes 1 through 9?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Okay.
and it comes with like comes with a special like black box that has like the Death Star printed on it, and the box opens up from the side to reveal like a silver box that says like Star Wars on it. Then you open it up like a book, and like each page has like disc 1, 2, and 3, disc 1, 2, and 3, and it has it on 4K and in Blu-ray and digital for all 9 movies, and they
That's
have
so bad.
special like edition like special features discs and all that kind of
Sure.
jazz with it. Supposedly, they're not like there was like another series like collector's edition that came out like I don't know 10 years ago or something, and it has most of the special features that one does, but not all of them. But then there's also new special features that people made for exclusively for this. So
That's cool.
yeah, I mean, I'll tell you what though, the only reason I didn't get it because it was well, I haven't got it yet. We'll say undecided. but I didn't feel like spending $200, and then, but I would have instantly clicked order if the original theatrical editions of
Very true. I was going to ask
3,
about
4, and
that.
5 were on there, but they're not. Like, I still have the DVD releases though that came with the theatrical release and the digital, the new ones. I have those still.
Yeah.
That are in that small format, like
Which one are we talking about?
the DVD releases that came with the original theatrical cuts. Like the theatrical cut.
Are they in a different format? It's been a while since
They're
I've
in a
watched them.
yeah, they're in a different format. They're not
Like
the
the
full
squash screen.
Like
Yeah.
it's a very weird. It's like I don't know. It's like they intentionally did just to get at people. But I went and bought them. And I still have them. They're actually sitting on next to
I
my
feel
TV
like
right
mine say widescreen on them.
now. Hmm.
I feel
You
like
have to let me know if I just got a bad set or something. Because if I did, I'm going to lose my.
no, I could totally see them releasing like different variations of them. Because I mean, I remember even back with the VHS tapes, I had the individual ones with like the poster prints on them, but then they came out with like 2 or 3 different 3-box sets. Like one that had like Vader on it, one had Yoda on it. I think one even had Boba on it. I can't remember.
Yeah, I remember that. So
yeah, but and they were like they all came out. Those ones may have came out around the same time. I can't remember. I remember I had the individual ones, which I still wish I had those the VHS tapes of, and then I had the Vader set because
yeah, that's the one
Vader.
you had. Yeah,
right. But yeah, that's the only reason I didn't get like pull the trigger instantly. But another fun note, I know this is completely off topic in a lot of ways, but it's just fun facts for everybody out there. Coming out soon, I think in sometime in December for all you Lord of the Rings fans. 4K collector's editions are coming out in like 2 weeks. I think maybe even next Friday. So like, because they were available for pre-order on there on Best Buy's like site. So I know if anybody's been looking out for the Lord of the Rings trilogy in 4K, it's coming.
There you go.
Just a week or two. I almost bought that too. There's a lot of things I almost bought. I'm looking at this bunch of stuff. Just didn't feel like spending all damn money on it. So, but anyway, let's just get back on topic here and wrap this one up here. What do you guys think here about this? Just your final thoughts on the spin-off itself of the Wonder Woman thing. Is that something you're really interested in? Because offhand, I gotta say, like, I don't really know how much I care about like the Themyscira and stuff without Wonder Woman in a lot of ways. Because like I like Wonder Woman. Like I think what Patty Jenkins did with the Amazons and stuff is cool. I don't know if offhand it's really enough to carry its own movie, in all honesty.
Well, that was kind of my question was, I mean, so this spinoff is supposed to be focused on Themyscira and the Amazon culture, the Amazons there. I'm guessing from what you just said. So, I mean, I'm a huge DC fan, so that's my jam.
I'm gonna watch
it. I'll go watch it. I'm not really sure. Like, it sounds like if they're trying to bridge the gap between the Wonder Woman movies, that it's going to deal with time travel. It's going to have time jumps, or maybe not time travel, but it's going to have definite time jumps. Maybe this is their way to explain why Wonder Woman is set in World War One and then 84, and then I think I've heard, or at least the theory is that the third movie will bring her into the modern day. So maybe it deals with where she goes in this in between time, if she goes back to Themyscira, or what's going on in Themyscira to where she has to leave. I don't know. And there's a lot of interesting possibilities there. And as a big DC fan, I've seen the Amazons done well, and I've seen them done poorly. And like you said, I trust Patty Jenkins to do it well, and I'd be interested in seeing how that film played out.
Right. Yeah, and that is the leading. That's what Patty herself said that. Like I forget her exact quote, but she said essentially that like logically the next step after 84 would to bring her into today. So that's presumably where she intends on going with it. Which I'm actually I want to see that. I don't know about you guys, but like I like period pieces and like they're fine and everything. And like when you go back, I find it hard, like personally, to say like something set like 20 years ago is a period piece, but it feels a little pretentious when you say that.
84
like,
is more than 20 years ago.
Yeah, not to make us too old, but 84 is going to be, by the time this movie comes out, 84 is going to be almost 30 years.
I know it's got
40 years ago.
It's I look at it in a lot of ways. Like I get it. It's technically speaking, by all intensive purposes, it is a period piece because it's set in a particular period of time. Like I get it. But I feel like it's like the Christmas movie or not a Christmas movie argument with like, Die Hard. It's like,
Yeah.
is it really when it's like still like the modern day? Like, like the 80s, 90s, like 2000s. It's like, yeah, is it it's not the same as going back to World War One, like, that's a
Sure.
period piece,
Yeah, yeah,
that's
for
in
sure.
my mind, like, when I think period piece, I'm not thinking of the '90s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
No.
I don't know. But, I mean, it is, technically, I get it. It's just, I don't know. It sounds like a pretentious thing to say, like, "I made a period piece drama." Like, "Oh, really? When did you set it? Like, the Victorian age? Like, where?" Like, "No, it was 1984." Like, you know what I mean? Like, it just sounds kinda stupid, but I
Yeah.
get it.
Well, I
I
don't think she's playing it off as a period
no,
piece. I think
I
she's
no, yeah.
I think that people are, because the first one was a period film, because it was based in the natural inclination is to continue that speak about the follow-up film because it's not set in modern day. So
Right. No, I'm with you. I just like, oh yeah, I've been rambling over here, dude. My main point with that whole thing is like I'm fine with period pieces and everything, but I really prefer my movies to be told in like the modern day for whatever reason.
I get
Like,
that. I
okay,
you know
feel
what I
that
mean?
too.
I'll tell you
I'm
why
with
too.
you.
A lot of times, dude, with like when you go back and watch like old sitcoms like Friends or something, or even just a lot of movies in general, like pop culture jokes and like references and things like that, like there's nothing that's gonna date your content more than like you be relying on that sort of stuff. Because
Sure.
someone like a kid today going back to watch Friends, they're not gonna know what the hell's going on. Like
Yeah.
the show's built around that kind of stuff, and it's like it just is what it is.
Like
John, I think we
Seinfeld or
froze you. Yeah, like some of them work better than others. Like, I still go back and watch Friends and stuff, and it's fine, like, so stuff, but there's just you catch it every once in a while when you're watching a movie, like, like, references will just go way over your head, mainly in, like, comedies and kind of situations like that. These are not detractors, like, obviously, with the first Wonder Woman's great. The period pieces can be great. I just think they're kind of funny sometimes. But, with all that down, let us know what you guys think down in the comment section. But we got to bring John back in because it looks like his camera froze. But let us know down in the comment section below what you guys think about the Amazonian Themyscira based spin-off series coming here from Patty Jenkins and how it's going to be connecting not just Wonder Woman 1 and Wonder Woman 2, but going to be weaving in and out of the entire time period there. So that's kind of interesting in my opinion. So let us know what you guys think down in the comment section below.